Here's tonight's 9 at 9. A 29-year-old construction worker killed on Loop 1604 early Thursday morning by a hit-and-run driver. San Antonio police said the victim was loading a sign into the back of her truck when the driver veered off the road and hit a trailer connected to that truck, pinning her in between. The driver has not been found. A landscaper electrocuted while trimming trees on the northwest side Thursday morning. Police say 38-year-old Mike Zuniga hit by a cut power line while standing in a raised bucket on Chestwood Drive. Another worker was mildly shocked. Both were taken to the hospital. Police in Dallas say a man has confessed to attacking a transgender woman last week. Police say 29-year-old Domingo Ramirez Cavente admitted following the woman to a bus stop and shooting her multiple times. Dallas police have been investigating the incident as a hate crime. Ramirez Cavente was arrested Tuesday and has been charged with aggravated assault. The victim's condition is unknown. In Houston, two sides of a house destroyed when a speeding truck crashed into one wall, went through the home out the other side. The truck finally stopped after smashing straight into a tree in the front yard. No one was home at the time, the driver not seriously injured. Police arrested him for trying to flee the scene on foot. It's not known what caused the crash. Officials with the National Transportation Safety Board say the pilots of two 737 MAX jets that crashed in the past year were dealing with an overwhelming number of alarms and cockpit issues before those planes went down. The NTSB says that barrage of distractions led to even more confusion in what was already a chaotic and stressful situation.
Prior to these accidents, I think it is unlikely that any U.S. airline pilots were confronted with this scenario in simulator training.
Now the board is recommending changes in the process in certifying jets, including factoring in human responses when things go awry. A huge fire broke out Thursday at a chemical factory in Normandy, France. Around 130 firefighters tackling the large fire. Schools and nurseries in 13 nearby towns were closed, according to local authorities. As thick black clouds of smoke billowed from the factory, residents of the city complained of an oily residue being found on the streets and cars. No victims have been reported. A rare mosquito-borne virus called Eastern Equine Encephalitis, or EEE, is on the rise in several states, resulting in permanent brain damage, even death. Health officials now say the death toll this year is in the double digits, spread across 4 different states.
EEE is an equal opportunity disease. It can really strike anyone of any age.
The EEE virus has been found in more than 400 mosquito samples this year. Officials say it's the worst outbreak since the 1950s. There are now 12 vaping-related deaths in the U.S., the latest in Mississippi. So far in the state, 4 people seriously sick with lung injuries tied to vaping. They're all between the ages of 18 and 34. According to the CDC, there are now 805 cases of lung disease associated with the use of e-cigarettes or vaping products in 46 states and the U.S. Virgin Islands. A new study shows a link between air pollution and psychiatric disorders in children. Researchers found when a pollutant known as PM 2.5 was present, more children visited psychiatric emergency rooms. On the same day as pollution spikes, kids more frequently presented symptoms of schizophrenia. And adjustment disorders, suicidal thoughts, depression, and anxiety were common 1 or 2 days later. To read more about these 9 stories, just head to ksat.com/news at 9.